All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Or good morning, depending on where you're at. James Mateen finished strong. Getting ready to start a Crit City race tonight. This race is a little special for me because it is one in which I will be joining a new category. So, as I've alluded to in weeks leading up to tonight's event, I have been anticipating my return to the CCAT, and it is official. I am a CCAT rider now, so I am going to be mixing it up with the C's tonight. Looking for hopefully a very animated event. And with Crit City, it's sure to be one. I tell you that. It's sure to be one. Let me go ahead and head on over and join the event. Last little set. All right. So this is not uncharted territory for me, but it has been a while since I've been with CCAT. And it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the lay of the land has changed since I've been here about a little over a year ago. And I'm seeing this phenomenon, and I've been watching it now for the last couple of weeks, where B riders are signing up for the C races, and it's not a question of misunderstanding maybe the rules or what category you're in. These are some strong riders too. Just signing up for the CCAT races and reading some information on the forums. I got a little bit of some insights into why some folks do that. Number one is because the watt per kilogram model is a little bit, I guess, maybe too broad for some categories. I know that some A category riders would like to see that split, and I think as a former BCAT rider, I would have liked to have seen the BCAT split. Those races were tough. The races were stacked with a lot of strong riders most of the time. So us lower end BCAT riders pretty much never stood a chance. But that notwithstanding, so I'm thinking some BCAT riders are coming into the C group for something a little bit more interesting. You're sticking with the peloton as opposed to being dropped right away. And I can understand that. If you watched my live streams for the last several months, you know that's been my experience. So I've been toughing it out, and it became apparent that the CCAT is where I'm going to be, I think, most enjoyable. And I think it'll also be the category where I'll be able to affect the outcome more so. Love that green Trek, by the way. That's pretty cool. So trekking myself here. So we got 6 minutes to figure out race strategy tonight for a category that is really hard to nail down. I'm really not sure of how to plan this one. Crit City is always full gas. It's a short race, 8 laps, so people are going to be going full out, whatever their category happens to be, out the gate. With some BCAT riders in here, though, it kind of makes it tough for someone like me. I know they're going to be filtered out of the end results, but the problem is they can still affect the outcome depending on who chooses to follow them. So I just have to be really careful and try to remember those names. There's a couple of them. Hopefully I'll remember them when I see them. But so I do think that they are going to play a part tonight. One of the other things that I've been seeing about the CCAT since my return is that it looks like that this is the category where there are a lot of heavier riders, I guess you could say. Decent decent. They put out decent watts. I mean, a lot of these guys put out over 300 watts, but their watts per kilogram qualifies them for a CCAT. So I think they're going to be formidable on the flats and the downhills, and I've got to watch out for attacks on those portions of the course and see how I'm going to be able to fare with those individuals. So I don't know. We'll see. No idea how it's going to play out. I will, however, say with assurance, I'm going to give it my best, as I always do. And being a little nervous tonight, hopefully I won't have too much first-time jitters in this cat. You'd think it would be, I'd be less nervous being in a lower category. But I think it's it's that potential of winning for the first time in a long time that has me nervous, because I would like to grab a podium tonight, and so that means I have to be extra vigilant on the front. So it's not mixed category races. We don't have to worry about trying to figure out who's A, who's B, who's C tonight. It's just going to be us out there. So I just got to keep track of the lead person and not let them get too far down the road. And we'll see how that strategy plays out. So I'm going to just do a quick check of the live stream while I got it on my mind. I usually don't do this, but YouTube is so unpredictable. You just never know when it's going to surprise you. So, and I think we are live. Yes, good. All right. You know, Crit City is a fun course. It's got just enough undulations to keep it interesting. And the turns, I've heard some commentary on the turns, how they can play into strategy. I think if you are a really strong rider, there is some potential there. You know, we got, it says 41. I don't know if we really got 41 out here, but if it splinters up a lot, you know, maybe trying to sneak away is possible. But more likely, maybe a small group of 3 or 4 might be able to pull away, as opposed to a single rider. But you never know. Maybe tonight's my night. I just hope I don't get dropped from a CCAT race. I've heard some stories of that too. So I am going to be, again, very vigilant. Now, how many of you remember that one race I did? I think it was World of Fusion, where I was, I think I was trying to give somebody a ride on back or text somebody back who texted me, and I looked away for just a few seconds, and that's all it took for the group to take off. They just happened to surge right at that moment. And so I have been burned more than once by my inattention. So I've learned about that, which is why y'all have to forgive me, which is why a lot of the time I really don't have an awareness of what's going on in the chat, because I'm watching the wheels. And I hope you guys understand that. You know, if the race is a little more calm, you can kind of check and chat. But I tend to put my full bore concentration when it's full gas. So, all right. See, I need to concentrate here. I'm down to 20 seconds.
Right on. Right on.
This race, I got to stay at the front. Thank you, Gal. Definitely fast. For sure. Hi, Sonia. I hope it will be, Himiana. I'm still with the lead group. It's no easier, just faster. Okay, you don't get anything there. Oh well. Ooh, another arrow. Hope this is the last lap. It hit me hard on that one. Oh. Need a few more seconds. He had a nice early sprint. Well, Emiliano, as I've said before, look at that one. Did you see that average? That's a new personal best right there. Huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, let me tell you. That was hard. When you're running right at the limit, there's no sprint. It really isn't a sprint. I tried to fake it. Tried to fake a sprint tonight. Wasn't anywhere near my best. That's all I had, though. I think it was second place. Was it second place, Emiliano? I didn't see. I think so. Which I will cheer that I finally got a podium once again. Maybe we'll have some better sprints in some upcoming races. But that will be for another live stream. So as I continue, thank you, Amiana. Hey, all right, finally. As I continue to work hard here in the seas, and for now, catch my breath. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and take care and God bless. I still got to catch my breath, man. That was hard. All right, take care. Good night.